Thanks for joining us. Follow us on social media and read our blog posts for more visa and immigration tips. How to apply for a Poland Schengen visa from the UK. In this video, find out if you need to apply for a Poland Schengen visa to visit Poland as a UK citizen or a foreign national living in the UK. The new rules on travel to the Schengen area after Brexit. And how to apply for Poland Schengen visa from the UK. If you want to visit other countries in the Schengen area, check out our other Schengen visa articles, or keep watching to know how to apply for a Poland Schengen visa from the UK. This video is brought to you by IAM. We believe that travel improves and inspires you and the people around you. We help you travel by providing services which overcome barriers and frameworks that simplify and enrich your experience. We just happen to be immigration lawyers. So reach out to your IAM visa coordinator when you're ready for your adventure or already on one and would like some assistance. Poland is a Schengen country that has survived centuries of conflict. To emerge as a proud, independent country, ready to assume her new role in modern history. With its medieval architecture, troubled World War II history, and many villages that seem to be stuck in time, Poland is the perfect destination for history buffs and architecture lovers. Poland's cities are humming with the energy of art and culture, and are a great starting point to discover everything the country has to offer. Whether exploring the nation's vibrant cities, the lakes and forests of her picturesque countryside, or some of the other tourist attractions in Poland, visitors are sure to bring away rich memories. Entry restrictions in response to coronavirus. In early 2020, Poland joined its Schengen country neighbors in closing its borders in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The country has since reopened its borders to allow travel, but with restrictions that depend on your country of origin. Poland, like other Schengen countries, updates its restrictions regularly, depending on the current situation, so it's best to check with the restrictions close to your travel date to know the updated measures and requirements before you travel. You should check on the latest news regarding restrictions, quarantine, or whether a test will be required, either from reliable news sources, the Polish government website, or the UK government website, 1 to 2 weeks before your trip. EU Digital COVID Certificate. The EU Digital COVID Certificate, which is available starting the 1st of July 2021, provides proof that a person has either been vaccinated against COVID-19, received a negative test result, PCR, or rapid antigen, or has recovered from COVID-19. The EU Digital COVID Certificate grants travelers the same rights as vaccinated, tested, or recovered citizens of the EU member state they are visiting, and allows travel into the EU. Check the official guidelines in the respective government websites, which you can find in our blog post. Who needs a visa to travel to Poland from the UK? Traveling to Poland for EU or EEA citizens. Poland is a Schengen country, which allows for free movement between the 26 EU and EFTA states. Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, and Switzerland. A uniform Schengen visa, issued by one of the Schengen states, is valid for travel within the whole Schengen area. Traveling to Poland post-Brexit for UK citizens. You will not need a Poland Schengen visa if you are not planning to visit Poland for more than 90 days in a rolling 180-day period for the purposes of tourism. To visit family or friends. To attend business meetings, cultural or sports events, or for short-term studies or training. Read our blog post to find out the other changes to travel to the Schengen area post-Brexit, to be sure if your trip is covered under the visa-free regime. Traveling to Poland for other third country citizens. Many third country citizens residing in the UK are required to get a Poland visa in order to be able to enter Poland. Check out our blog for the chart. Before starting a visa application or getting a flight to Poland, make sure to check whether you need a visa to Poland or not. If you have a 3-month UK visa, you can extend it for 3 more months in order to be eligible to apply for a Poland Schengen visa from within the UK. You must apply for an extension before your visa expires and while you're still in the UK. You should apply for a Poland visa at the appropriate Poland embassy or consulate or Poland Visa Application Centre in the UK if Poland is the only Schengen country you plan on visiting. Poland is your main destination, where you will be staying the longest in. Or, Poland is the first Schengen country you are visiting, when spending an equal amount of days in Poland and another Schengen country. In case you plan on staying in Poland for more than 90 days, you must apply for a residency permit, not a Poland Schengen visa. If you are not a resident in the United Kingdom, you should apply at the Poland Embassy, Consulate, or VAC in your home country of residence. Steps to applying for a Polish Schengen visa from the UK. Step 1. Know your visa type and validity. There are 2 types of visa that you can apply for. The one you need will depend on the duration of your trip and your reason for traveling to Poland. Short-stay Schengen visa. Valid for up to 90 days, in a 180-day period, for the purposes of tourism, business, visiting family or friends, conference, or EEA or EU national family member, residence and work permits for long stays. For those who want to live in Poland for more than 90 days for employment, family reunification, study, research, etc. Step 2. Identify where to make the application and book an appointment. To apply for a Poland visa, you must book an appointment with the Poland Embassy in London. You can get our service to handle everything for you, or do it yourself through VFS Global. When to apply for a Schengen visa to Poland? The earliest you can file your Schengen visa application is, at most, 6 months before your intended trip. The latest you can apply for your visa is 2 weeks prior to your trip to Poland. However, you are highly recommended to apply for a visa at least 3 months before your travel date in order to avoid any processing delays. Step 4. Complete your application form. The Schengen visa application form contains questions about you, like your full name, date and place of birth, nationality, passport number, and others. Make sure your answers are correct and that they comply with the information in the rest of the documents. Complete the form, print it twice, and sign both copies at the end. The application form is a crucial part of the application process. You need to make sure you are filling in the correct details to get the highest chance of getting your application approved. Find out more about how to complete a Schengen visa application form in our blog post. Step 5. Prepare your documents. What documents are required when applying for a Poland Schengen visa in the UK? The documents you will need will depend on the type of visa that you need to apply for. In general, you will need to prepare documents like your valid passport or travel document, a valid UK residence permit, or another form of identity card, your Schengen visa application form, and others. But you will also require additional documents depending on your employment status. Purpose for travel: if you are married to an EU or EEA citizen, if you are a student, or depending on your age. Be sure to check out our Schengen visa types videos to know what specific documents you will need depending on your circumstances. Step 6. Attend your appointment. The visa interview is a meeting between you and the consular officer or interviewer. During this interview, the consular officer will ask you several questions about you and your intended trip. You will also be submitting the required documents throughout the meeting to the interviewer. The visa interview might just be the hardest part of the Schengen visa application. The interviewer will scrutinize your documents, as well as the consistency of your answers. The decision on whether or not you will be granted a visa will rely very heavily on this interaction. You need to convince the interviewer that you are a genuine tourist who will follow the territory's rules during your visit and have no questionable ulterior motives while staying in the Schengen area. Show up at the appointment center on time. Remember that if you are late, even for a few minutes, then they will probably cancel your appointment. You will also have to get your fingerprints scanned at the consulate's office if you have never before applied for a Schengen visa. After your application is verified, your information will be entered into the consulate or embassy's online system, and you will receive a printed copy of your application. Once you receive the printed form, make sure to verify all the details are correct and sign the form. Visa fees for UK residents. When applying for a Poland Schengen visa, there is a non-refundable, mandatory visa fee every applicant must pay. The Schengen visa cost varies, depending on the type of visa and age of the applicant, as well as some other exceptions. It can be paid in the designated consulate or embassy, via cash, debit, or credit card. Check out our blog post for the chart. It's important to note that the fees are subject to change without notice and will not be reimbursed if your visa is rejected. Step 7. Receive your visa. What is the visa application processing time in UK? You can apply for a Poland Schengen visa 6 months before your planned trip. Depending on the nationality of the applicant, the processing time may take at least 15 days from the day of application. In some cases, when required documents are missing from the application, this process may take longer. To avoid unwanted complications, the Poland Consulate General in London advises that you provide all required documents and submit your application at least 20 workdays or weeks before the day you leave for Poland. Poland Schengen visa application decision. If your application for a Poland Schengen visa is approved, it will be stamped on your passport, and you can visit Poland and any country in the Schengen area for the duration of your visa. Find out how to read your Schengen visa sticker in our blog post. If your application is rejected, it would have been for a specific reason. What are common Poland Schengen visa rejection reasons? There are several reasons why your Poland Schengen visa application could be rejected. Some common Schengen visa rejection reasons include: important documents are missing. You applied for the wrong visa. It is not clear that you plan to return to the UK. Or the purpose of your trip cannot be established. You need to make sure that you submit the required documents and answer your visa interview well, in order to get the best chance of having your visa application approved. What if my Poland Schengen visa is rejected? If you receive a negative answer in your Poland Schengen visa application, this does not mean you cannot ever travel to Poland. You have two options. File an appeal for Poland Schengen visa rejection if you believe that the decision to deny you a visa is unjust. You should have a strong basis for your complaint. You can appeal this decision by writing an appeal letter for a Poland Schengen visa rejection. Or reapply by correcting the mistakes you did in your previous application, or improve your situation to comply with the eligibility criteria for a Poland Schengen visa. Poland Schengen visa extension. A person visiting Poland on a Schengen visa may be able to extend their visa if they have a legitimate reason for doing so, either personal, professional, medical, or emergencies. The decisions to approve a Schengen visa extension request are handled case by case. The duration you are allowed to stay in Poland is stated in your Schengen visa sticker. It is important not to overstay during your trip to Poland or the rest of the Schengen zone, or risk facing penalties like a fine, deportation, being banned from traveling back to the Schengen zone, and having difficulties in your future Schengen applications. Find out more about overstaying in the Schengen zone in our Schengen visa extension blog post. Do you have any questions about applying for a Poland Schengen visa? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments below. IAM can help with your visa application to the United States, the UK, and other countries. If you need help with a US visa, a UK visa, or visa to Europe, including help with appointment booking obligations, IAM can help. For more information and advice on US immigration, UK immigration law, and US visa applications, or if you need any help or assistance, please reach out to your visa coordinator at IAM. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for more travel and visa updates.